For Off the Block, I'm Van Lopes, and we are now joined by BYU starting libero Zach Hendrickson as the Cougars are preparing for their season opener. They have some non-conference home matches against Ohio State and Ball State. And Zach, have to ask you, how ready are you guys to get on out there in the gym after having to wait a little bit for your season opener?
We're super eager to get out there. Everybody's been working hard since the first week of September, since we got back to start fall semester. So we've been looking forward to this weekend for a while now, and I think us having last weekend off and getting to see other teams play just makes us even more excited to be out there.
Yeah. Now, talking about you in particular, this is your second season in the starting lineup. What do you feel has been the biggest, what do you feel was the biggest improvement you made this offseason in your game?
I think I just worked on being more vocal and being more comfortable on the court so I could help my team out in more aspects overall.
Yeah. Now, defensively, looking at Ball State and Ohio State, what do you think is going to be the biggest challenge for you guys in terms of the back row defense?
I think we just got to be scrappy and get on the floor and dig some balls. We have a good block in front of up at the net for us, and both of these teams are going to take really big swings, so anything that gets through the block, our defense just has to be ready to go for and pop up.
Now, Zach, I want to ask you, you lost, obviously, some of your seniors from last season, a couple starters. How has this team kind of gelled together with there being so many new faces in the starting lineup and on the court?
I think every day it's a work in progress, and we're getting more comfortable with each other. We lost a lot of good personalities and good leaders on the court, so we're all just trying to find a way to step up and fill what has left.
Yeah. All right, so guy asked, as a libero, in practice, who is the toughest player for you to dig at BYU?
Gabby, for sure.
Oh, Gabby? So what?
Yes.
And I want to ask you, just because you see him all day, what makes him so challenging to
Just
stop?
He puts a lot of heat on the ball. Sometimes he doesn't even contact it completely clean. So it could float right into your face if he wants it to, and then he hits with a lot of range.
Yeah. Looking at this season now for you guys, I know obviously every single year the goal is the NCAA championship, but, kind of looking at some maybe of the sub goals, what are some other things that you guys are hoping to accomplish, or even individually for yourself?
I think that we're just trying to get better each day as the season goes on, take it one match at a time. The NCAA tournament, we have a couple months to go before we get there, so if we can keep getting better every day and hopefully peak by the end of the season, we should be in a good spot.
Now, I want to ask you, because you're from Kentucky, getting to play some Midwest teams, how do you feel about playing some people in the MIVA who were, obviously not close to where you're from, but probably the closest volleyball or men's volleyball teams from where you were in Kentucky?
Yeah, it's definitely the closest teams to Louisville, so it's exciting to get to play some familiar faces because the teams have guys that I've played against in club, and it'll be fun. Families coming out this weekend to watch the closer teams, so it's always good to get to play people that I've been to cities where volleyball has been around growing up.
Yeah. And final question, Zach, and we'll let you go on this because we're based in Nashville, so kind of in that lower Midwest area. Well, I was going to get your thoughts. What do you kind of think of the growth right now that we're seeing, especially in Louisville with the Fury in boys volleyball, and what do you think that can be done to kind of continue the growth throughout Kentucky and in the Midwest of volleyball?
I think it's great. For example, Fury has, I think, more teams this year, more boys than they've had in the past, and just getting boys to come to different camps that clubs are hosting and getting them more opportunities to play volleyball, it's just going to help the sport grow even more.